regular YouTube account, I can go live on here. I'm live right now, getting my ass shot up.
I figured that. That's why I feel what I said.
I actually wasn't live until you said it.
Yeah, because it's other times. Cute gaming.
Huh?
I'm back up.
I said I wasn't live until you said it. I don't go live a lot.
Yeah, but it's a pain when you is.
Wow. Oh yeah. It pings anybody that's that has the notification bell.
Oh, look at
Damn. This nigga's a bee. My feet stink. I need to hurry up and go watch these motherfuckers.
I'm back online.
I wonder if my nephew really waxed his armpits. Oh shit. I be running jump into the fire with no guns. What time you needed to be? Time for you to get off your friend. Tell your friend. Huh?
You're almost done here.
Oh shit, I gotta go.
Get to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving.
We've been there.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Oh, there go my guys.
Changing back.
Head to the safe zone. Only 4 left. Five squads are operational in the AO. Working hostile.
Baby,
Only 2 left.
when your friend leave, tell her I'm putting a restraining order. I'm putting a restraining order on her. Oh, I said when your friend leave, tell her I'm putting on a restraining order.
Enemy movement.
But she just be gone.
All targets eliminated.
She just be all in the way. You know, she all be all in the way. Oh, so he killed me. I killed him. Huh? Just all in the way.
All in the way.
There's a lot wrong with me. We know that. Certified.
Yeah. I don't know about this motherfucking combination.
That's the creation of a genius.
Yeah. They got another one that's called with him and with Mr. Brown and his wife. It's called something his wife, but
Mr. and Mrs. Man.
actually playing a regular role.
It's called Mr. and Mrs. Man.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Man.
There's-
I said, okay, he's actually playing a regular role, and he ain't talking like it, but he was. Yeah, I was like, okay.
But because it's based on their personal lives because his name is David Mann.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it's based on their actual life. I think just the cop part is fake, but everything else is real.
Use this time to complete
Like I didn't know. You see how big his kids are? Like them are his real kids. Yes, that's their real kids. How that bitch ass nigga punch me in my mouth and kill me?
They was filming this when they was in Atlanta.
all stations.
What?
Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
And there people had them on their camera phones and everything. That's the stuff.
Hey, you know I still ain't smoked that weed you gave me.
Give it back.
I'm about to smoke it right now.
Give that shit back.
That I won't. It smells too good. No, I'm about to smoke it right now. I found that other weed, the one I kept talking about I had lost.
Eliminate targets to bring them back to
I found that it was under the seat.
your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad soldier.
Me and him jumped out the plane together. Where'd he go though?
Let me try right back. It's my brother calling.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
Oh, nigga, Romeo. Bitch ass nigga. I'm running away from the damn.
I'm back up.
Turning you to the front. Burn this.
Loading.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get home. Enemy soldier incoming.
Changing back.
Who shot me?
I'm back online.
Go get your revenge. Squad's in the safe zone. Gas.
No, I mean,
Taking fire!
Nine left. Keep the pressure on.
Changing mag!
You're 1 of 25 remaining. Hard that time. Get back out there.
Stunt road!
Vanished without a trace. Later found drifting, beaten, savage bite marks.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
Neither a snake nor a normal cinch. The Amazon Electrophorus electricus is one of the strangest creatures on the planet. It can discharge up to 860 volts of electricity, 7 times stronger than a household socket. This current not only kills prey, it also sonar scans the environment, allowing the eagle to navigate using electromagnetic fields. When hunting, it bends its body to form a biological closed circuit, making fish, frogs, even animals twice its size go limp instantly. Scientists have even recorded a case where an electric eel caused a horse to suffocate to death after just a few seconds of electric shock. It can discharge several times in a row, creating waves of attacks like artificial lightning underwater. In the Amazon world, where light barely pierces the water, the electric eel is the only flash, but also the final blow. No creature frightens people like the piranha, the small fish known as the Amazon's living meat predator. Each one is only 20 centimeters long, but its triangular teeth are as sharp as razors, able to rip flesh in an instant. When blood appears in the water, they send out a panic signal, and then hundreds rush in a frenzy. In less than 5 minutes, a large animal will be stripped clean, leaving only a bare white skeleton. Piranhas attack in swarms, a moving storm of survival instinct. The electrical signals from a victim's body, its heartbeat, the smell of blood. All of it is a deadly invitation. They will even attack one another if food is scarce. People in the Amazon say, "When the river turns red, don't ask why. Get out immediately." In deep marshlands where black water reflects a pink light, something is moving softly. A body as long as a log, slick, slow, almost silent. That is the green anaconda, Eunectes marinus, the largest snake in the world. Up to 9 meters long and weighing more than 250 kilograms. It can crush prey with a pressure 10 times stronger than a human's. The anaconda has no venom. It kills with sheer strength, squeezing until the prey's lungs have no more air, then dragging it to the bottom. Crocodiles, wild pigs, even humans, all have become meals. Many strange disappearances of hunters and indigenous people are still told. With a long streak in the water as if something gigantic had just slithered by. Besides that, the Amazon is also home to the South American coral snake, one of the most powerful neurotoxic snakes.
I'm back up.
Just one small bite can make the victim stop breathing in 2 minutes. Its venom attacks the nervous system, making the body go numb little by little until the heart stops. In the Amazon, darkness is not just a hiding place. It is a living thing, and snakes are its soul. They are small, fast, and completely silent. Vampire bats, Desmodus rotundus, are the only animals that live entirely on blood. When night comes, they fly low over the ground, using heat sensors to find the spot where blood flows closest to the skin. Usually the neck or legs of sleeping animals. With a tooth as sharp as a scalpel, they make a tiny cut, then lick the blood. Thanks to an anticoagulant enzyme that keeps the wounds closed. Each bat drinks only about 20 milliliters of blood a night. But the scary part is that they spread rabies and many other pathogens. In remote Amazonian areas, entire villages have lost dozens of people because of tiny bites in the night. If there is anything more terrifying than snakes in the Amazon rainforest,
I'm back online.
Cinnamon wandering spider.
From the block gang, what set you from, cuz?
It does not spin a web. It hunts. By day, it hides under dry leaves or in shoes, helmets, backpacks. By night, it moves quietly, just a few centimeters above the ground, waiting for prey to pass. Its venom contains an extremely potent neurotoxin that causes muscle paralysis, convulsions, respiratory failure, and death within minutes. Brazilians call it Arana armadeira, meaning warrior spider, because it does not run, it will attack even humans. A single bite can send an adult straight to the emergency room, and that is if they even make it to the hospital in time. In the Amazon, a deadly killer does not have to be big. It only needs 8 legs in a moment. They are tiny, but they bring the pain described as the worst in the animal kingdom. The bullet ant, Paraponera clavata, is only 2.5 centimeters long, but its sting makes the victim suffer for 24 hours. Biologists describe the feeling as being shot with a red-hot bullet. The pain spreads through the whole body, causing spasms, tremors, and sometimes making the victim faint. The Saturamawe people even use them in initiation rituals. Young men have to wear gloves filled with hundreds of bullet ants, enduring unimaginable pain for minutes. And only those who endure are recognized as warriors. Under layers of leaf litter, the giant Amazon centipede, Scolopendra gigantea, slithers like a rolling black shadow.
No, I thought you was trying to show me something.
Long, it can take down birds, lizards, rats. It attacks sleeping bats, venom fangs, enzymes that dissolve flesh, so it can suck out.
I'm back up.
Its bite is not usually fatal, but it is intensely painful, swelling, and flappers.
Oh, I like a good time. Damn.
Fiercest sharks on the planet can swim up the Amazon hundreds of kilometers from the Atlantic. They are able to live in both foreign and there have been records of bull sharks appearing near the 3,000 kilometers from the sea. They strike fast and expect screaming aggressively. Some say even more vicious than great whites. Locals call them ghosts of the ocean because they come in
Damn.
trace, leaving only scraps floating on
They just gonna leave me here. They ain't gonna come save me.
the tiny
You have reinforcements
giant
inbound.
snakes is a perfect evolutionary machine.
Somebody come and save me. Baby. Oh, damn. Somebody shot the shit out of my bitch ass just now.
Inserting all my
Itself is the biggest, oldest, and smallest monster on the planet. Beneath the Amazon's murky water, everything has its own law. In a place where every creature can kill.
I'm back online.
Only 10 minutes.
Switching back.
Squad mate, deployed.
Yeah, we don't want to have this all good.
Without communicating spoke for insects spread disease and threaten the entire rainforest. The Amazon without these necessary.
That's crazy. Ain't nobody trying to shoot me, no nothing. Oh, there you go.
That cycle is fought on
I'm saying ain't nobody trying to shoot me this whole time, no nothing. But as soon as I move, somebody gonna shoot the shit out of my bitch head.
regulating party because the main species disappeared.
Intelligence window is about to close.
That is terrifying.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good
The
work.
harshest places life forms lives the strongest.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the
It's
skies.
not just a river.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well
Pick up the
done.
gun, bitch. There we go.
Present exists where life and
Cross to
death
the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Oh.
every splash of water. This planet still has far too many things left undiscovered. If you enjoyed this video,
Enemies are deployed. Use the tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
keep it together to
You
places
have
that
reinforcements
never
inbound.
It's hosted a giant that weighed up to 1
Enemies dropping into the AR.
wasn't Godzilla, or was it any monster? It was Zeus.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
It's forced the planet itself to be out.
Changing mag.
What if that Titan is still alive today?
Contact.
With its cities, vehicles, big enough to contain a creature weighing 100 pounds.
Well, that's spot me, nigga.
Get hunting.
Some great discoveries.
Found out this nigga was shooting me. But they let me stay alive too long.
Squad mate back on station.
Oh shit. Ah.
Loading first mag.
Later, paleontologists will say a legend of South gigantic herbivore as large as carnivores. Bonaparte understood they were facing a species unlike anything in the fauna.
Damn.
More female bones were discovered
I will leave a fucking order down on the truck. So I will leave it. I left the damn lighter in the truck.
Although no complete skeletons had been found, the remaining
What happened?
35 meters long, 90 tons of weight. Living mountain. In 1993, Bonaparte officially named the species Argentinosaurus Switzerlensis. The Argentine lizard. The name echoed throughout the scientific world, not just as a new species, but as the upper limit of life on land.
Huh?
Argentinosaurus belonged to the Titanosaur
What?
group, long-necked herbivores that dominated South America
Who?
at the time. Even with only a few bones, scientists believe it was a basal titanosaur, an ancestor of later giants like
I heard. I ain't heard from Linda actually, but
it lived in a warm, humid environment rich in vegetation.
I heard from Clarissa the
A
other
place
day.
where gravity, climate, and food supply all
She wanted
allowed
me to take it somewhere.
gigantism to exist. Before this species
thought I was
was
gonna
discovered, people believed that land animals could not exceed 60 tons. Argentinosaurus shattered that limit. Beside an African elephant,
The lightest
paleontologists once said it would look like a puppy.
that I can never find.
Now imagine you're standing in a wide, untouched land of South America, where distant mountains are still veiled in mist, and the wind moves through treetops 10 times taller than a human being. The ground trembles slow, deep and heavy like a drum beat rising from the earth. A single leaf falls, then the entire forest begins to shift, not because of the wind, but because something enormous is approaching. Before skyscrapers existed, before humans walked the earth, even before the oceans formed as we know them today, the planet was once home to true giants. Not the giants of fairy tales, but flesh and bone behemoths. Hundreds of tons of living weight moving through dense forests. These creatures walked not to dominate, but simply to survive. They ate, breathed, and lived in a world where everything was exaggerated. Trees as tall as towers, insects the size of a human hand, and every rainfall capable of turning the ground into a massive sea of mud. This was the Cretaceous period, 100 million years ago, an age when Earth was warm, lush, and overflowing with life. And among that wilderness existed a creature far beyond anything humans could imagine. Argentinosaurus. Think of it as a walking building. More than 35 meters long, nearly 100 tons in weight. So huge that if you stood beneath its feet, all you would see is shade. Each of its steps created a small tremor. Each tilt of its head could swing an entire wood. In a world full of gigantic creatures, it still stood out as a living record, a symbol of the maximum extreme evolution ever allowed to exist. It was one of the largest animals ever to walk on land. A planet giant and shadowy alone could cover an entire house. For decades, Argentinosaurus was regarded as the largest dinosaur ever discovered, and a leading contender for the title of the biggest land-dwelling creature in Earth's history. Interestingly, we have never found a complete skeleton of Argentinosaurus. Everything we know about it is pieced together from scattered bones, a few vertebrae, a leg bone, and the obsessively careful calculations of scientists. To estimate its size, researchers had to compare bone proportions with those of its closer relatives, then scale them up using 3D models and mechanical simulations. The result? Every researcher ended up with a different giant number. Gregory Paul in 1994 suggested it was about 30 to 35 meters long. Kenneth Carpenter in 2006 estimated 30 meters, while William Sellers in 2013 boldly raised it to 39 meters, nearly as long as 3 school buses lined up. Even the most conservative estimate by Scott Hartman, 27 meters, made every other land animal seem tiny. As for weight, estimates range from 75 to 120 tons, equivalent to the weight of 10 African elephants combined. An average adult could reach 75 tons, equal to 6 London double-decker buses. And imagine this. Each time it set its foot down, the force it generated was equivalent to the weight of a landing jet airline. The body of Argentinosaurus was the ultimate test of biological endurance. It stood up to 17 meters tall, the height of a 6-story building. Its 4 limbs were not legs in the ordinary sense, but massive pillars, each 5 to 6 meters tall and as thick as an ancient tree trunk. These legs not only supported a 75-ton body, but also absorbed all the impact while moving. Its neck stretched up to 13 meters long, extending like a biological bridge connecting body and head. Its head was strangely small, almost disproportionate to its massive body, but that was precisely the key to reducing weight at the farthest point of the body, preventing the neck from breaking or losing balance. Its torso was 6 meters deep, 9 meters long, and its tail made up nearly half of the remaining length, about 14 to 15 meters, serving both as a counterbalance and as a defensive weapon when necessary. The biggest question scientists always ask is, how could its heart even function? To pump blood from its chest all the way to its brain, a distance of nearly 12 meters. The heart of Argentinosaurus had to generate 3 to 4 times the pressure of an elephant's heart. It is estimated that the heart weighed up to 400 kilograms, beating roughly 50 to 60 times per minute to keep blood circulating continuously. Its lungs were unlike those of most land animals and more similar to birds, composed of multiple auxiliary air sacs that allowed oxygen to flow efficiently throughout its gigantic body. This structure helped titanosaurs breathe deeply without collapsing under their own weight. Researchers call this nature's optimal biomechanical engineering, where every detail was evolutionarily refined to balance mass, oxygen, and energy. If anything was more impressive than its size, it was the journey of its growth. At birth, a baby Argentinosaurus weighed only about 5 kilograms, the size of a large turkey. But within 40 years, it had to grow from 5 kilograms to 75,000 kilograms. That means each day it grew about 40 kilograms, nearly the weight of a 10-year-old child. To maintain this growth rate, they needed 100,000 calories per day, the equivalent of continuously eating hundreds of kilograms of plants. However, their bodies operated with extreme efficiency. A massive digestive system and an optimized metabolic process allowed them to absorb nearly all available nutrients. There is no evidence that Argentinosaurus ever became obese or overloaded. Evolution had turned them into perfect biological machines. Slow, durable, yet almost unbeatable. When you stand taller than a 6-story building and weigh as much as 6 buses, you don't need to run. An adult Argentinosaurus moved at only 5 miles per hour, about 7 to 8 kilometers per hour. Enough to move through the forest, but not to chase anything. Even so, it didn't need to escape. Its enormous size was its living shield. Most predators of the time, no matter how large, did not dare attack a full-grown individual. Only Allosaurus, a meat-eating theropod about 12 meters long, had any chance of posing a threat, and only when hunting in packs. Even then, the targets were usually juveniles, because a single tail strike from an Argentinosaurus could crush the attacker's bones. No creature that ever walked on land was more formidable, one paleontologist remarked. The entire planet had to account for its weight. The body of Argentinosaurus is proof that nature once challenged itself. How large can a living creature become before collapsing under gravity? Argentinosaurus is the ultimate extreme of evolutionary scale. From its lightweight and sturdy bones to its heart and lungs functioning like jet engines, to its extraordinary growth rate. Everything about it pushed the final limits of what life can endure. Today, even with only a few vertebrae and a single femur remaining, the image of the Argentine lizard still astonishes all of humanity. Now imagine this. On an ordinary morning in the South American plains, the sun has just risen above the horizon, and you hear the ground shaking. Not an earthquake, but a titanic
Okay, your feet. So take it up on stage. That's what I'm going to say.
Every breath it takes, the ground seems to vibrate. Argentinosaurus was a general, at least in its own 90 million years ago. But if it existed in the modern era, this gentle giant would become a global ecological threat, with a body over 35 meters long and weighing more than 75 tons, 100,000 calories a day, the equivalent of consuming an entire small forest. A single adult could eat hundreds of kilograms of leaves within 24 hours. Now imagine dozens of them. They would have to move constantly to find food, stripping vegetation wherever they passed, causing local ecosystems to collapse. Not only trees, but crops, grasslands, and human farmland would all be devoured by the titan's endless hunger.
Let me call you back after I get up the tub. Let me call you back after I get up the tub because I can't find my Bluetooth headphones.
Okay.
All right, baby.